So today's recipe is going to be a pizza. Everyone keeps talking about pizza on my Instagram feed for some bizarre reason, so I'm going to make myself one because I quite like pizza. But of course it's full of carbohydrate. So, I found a recipe online, I will link it in the description, and it says that it makes a 12-inch pizza. So I have bought a 12-inch pizza pan. Don't let me down. So, for this I'm going to need cauliflower, Parmesan cheese, shredded apparently, mozzarella, shredded, salt, a large egg and a clove of garlic. First things first, you essentially want to make what's known as cauliflower rice. It's easier if you've got a food processor. What you want to do is blend the cauliflower down, stick it in the microwave for 5 minutes to cook. Once it's cooked, stick it onto a tea towel, leave it to cool, and then wring the tea towel out and get all the moisture out of it. But as we all know, my house is a food processor free zone. So I'm going to grate it. Right, so I've been tricked. I've just worked out the carbs for this. If you have the entire serving, what it says on the website, of 800 grams of cauliflower, you're consuming 33 grams of carbohydrates. So I'm going to cut down the cauliflower by half, so I have 400 grams, but keep everything the same and see what happens. So that's only 16 grams of carbs, which I have left today. That was quite lucky. Obviously the tomato sauce is probably going to add a bit more. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So for these, for making rice and whatever, what you want to do is just get the florets, so these bits. What I tend to do is just rip the centre out of it. Ooh, bang on! Right, the next time I get paid I'm getting a fucking food processor. So that, 400 grams of cauliflower. Stick in the microwave for 5 minutes. So once you've got your cauliflower cooked, it's really hot, put it on a kitchen towel and wait for it to cool down. So once it's cooled, which is quite taking a few minutes, enough time for me to upload something to Instagram, you want to wring it out. Once you've got quite a lot of water out of them, you want to stick your cauliflower into a bowl. So now, what you want to do is add in the rest of your ingredients. So, a quarter, bring an impenetrable fork, just plastic. You're going to want a quarter of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Generous. Parmesan cheese. A quarter of a cup of mozzarella. I've got sliced. They grated even about. I've got it grated. I didn't have shredded. I assume it's about the same thing. A quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Meh. 1 large egg. Again, they would pretend these eggs are large, but I'm using half the cauliflower. And some garlic. Combine. So grab your greased pizza pan thing and stick your mixture onto it. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay. I'm gonna eat it myself anyway, so another yeah. There we go. Yeah, close enough. You want to stick that in an oven. It's about, it says 450 Fahrenheit or 230-ish. Probably about 10 minutes. We want to basically want it to go golden brown. Texture like sun. Still bits of cauliflower everywhere. So yeah, this is 10 minutes later. It's why did I feel it? It's hot. We know it's hot. So this is what I'm going to add to it. This meatballs pasta sauce from, you guessed it, Asda. Right, the reason I'm using this is, for every 100 grams of sauce, it's got 6.7 grams of carbs. So, I doubt I'm going to use 100 grams. weighed it and it weighs 250 grams at the moment. So I'll see what it weighs after. That's pretty saucy, and it's still not 100 grams of sauce. So fuck you. Working out from my macros, I need 50 grams. I've worked out that I'll have about 50 grams worth of cheese. This is what they call fiery cheese mix. I'll be the judge of that. Now the reason I'm doing 50 grams is one, it fits into my macros I've got for the rest of today, and two, makes it also easier for me to calculate for you guys. So here obviously I've done just a really quick one, basic pizza margherita, where basically it is literally just cheese and tomato. The reason I've done that is so that it's like a baseline for the macros. So like I'll probably use this recipe, like say if I use this recipe 100 times, I know that this is going to be how many carbs, how many fat, and how many proteins. So presumably if I add anything now to the top of it, chicken, mince, whatever, vegetables, whatever I add to the top of it from this point onwards, all I need to do is work that out and add that to the recipe. I use an app called My Net Diary, so I can save this as a recipe, go back to it, and as long as I stick to the recipe, I know that it's going to have X amount of carbs, X amount of protein, X amount of fat, which I will probably either display on the screen now or will run through once it's finished. So yeah, back in the oven. So this is the finished article, and as you can tell, it's pretty legit. Very thin base, but that's my own doing, and I'm not complaining because I quite like a thin base. Now, the problem I've come across, move that out of the way for a second, is that I have a very ill-equipped kitchen. Not only do I not have a food processor or a blender, but I don't have a pizza wheel. But I do have a plate, which says all over it, pizza. I don't understand. So what we've got to do now is leave it to cool for a bit before cutting it, and as you can tell, I heeded those words. So this is the finished article. Yeah, pretty happy. It does pick up like a slice of pizza, a bit floppier than a normal slice. Excuse the terminology there, but you know, pretty happy. I'm gonna devour it. So, in this there are 49 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbohydrates, which is quite a lot. Be careful with this, and 53 grams of protein. So yeah guys, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Check out the links in the description for the recipe and my other social media. And fiery cheese mix, my arse. Sticky fucking sticker. Who puts massively sticky stickers? How am I meant to get that off? Fucking come off it. Fuck you, Asda.